Om Sri Lakshmi Narasimhaya Namaha. Valmiki Ramayana, Balakanda, Chapter 5. Description of the city of Ayodhya. Summary. We entered the capital of the Emperor Dasharatha. The pomp and glory of his capital is depicted along with its town planning and magnificence of the city and its residents. Chapter 5 in detail. Once upon a time, under which virtuous kings, this entire earth with all its island is there, starting from Prajapati, among which kings there is one named Sagara, who deepened the ocean and whom his 60,000 sons were fencing in when he set out for action. In the dynasty of such of those Ikshvaku kings, this highly revered and reputed epic Ramayana is originated. Being such a legend, we too wish to relate this Ramayana entirely and completely from the beginning, which is endowed with values and means of probity, prosperity, and pleasure seeking, and this be listened without any cavilling, that is, to raise trivial objections. A great kingdom named Kosala, a joyous and a vast one, well flourishing with money and cereals, is snugly situated on the river banks of Sarayu. A world renowned city is there in that kingdom, which is personally built by Manu, the foremost rulers of mankind. That glorious city with well diversed highways is 12 yojanas, that is around 120 miles lengthwise, and 3 yojanas breadthwise, that is around 30 miles breadth. That city shines forth with well laid great royal highways that are always wetted with water and with flowers strewn and scattered on them. As an improver of great kingdom, Dasharatha the king made her as his abode, as Indra made heavens as his abode. That city is surrounded with gateways and archways. The front yards of buildings are well laid. It is lodges of all kinds of machinery, weaponry, and craftsmen, and King Dasharatha dwells in such a city. She, that prosperous city Ayodhya, is much crammed with many a eulogist and panegyrist. Yet she is highly splendorous, with many a bastion, flag, and hundreds of batteries of cannons, and Dasharatha dwells therein. That city Ayodhya accommodates group of female ballet dancers and theatrical personnel, and she is surrounded everywhere with gardens and brakes of mango trees, and her wide fort wall is like circling ornament. That Ayodhya is an impassable one for trespassers or for other invaders, owing to her impassable and profound moats, and she is abounding with horses, camels, likewise with cows and donkeys. With the throngs of provincial to pay dues pervade that city, and she is very lustrous with residents of various other countries and with traders too. In such a city Dasharatha dwells. Buildings are ornamentally studded with precious gems, and with such multi-storied skyscrapers she is adored, and filled with them she is like Amravati, the capital of Indra. Amazing is Ayodhya, for its layout is like a game board called Ashtapadi, and with its flocks of beautiful women moving thereabout, where all kinds of precious gems are heaped up, and where its 7-storied buildings are picturesque. The housing is very dense, and there is no place or ground unutilized, and all are constructed on well leveled lands, and rice grain is plentiful, while the drinking water tastes like sugarcane juice. That city is sounding with the drum beats of great drums, and with musical rhythm, instruments like mridanga, cymbals, and with string instruments like veena, etc. And on earth, she is uniquely the best city. Ayodhya is like a hovering space station attained by sages by their ascesis, and its buildings are well planned, and it's filled with best people. They, the skillful archers of that Ayodhya, will not kill a lone one with their arrows, one that does not have either a predecessor or a successor in his family, a fleeing one, or by listening to the sounds of the target. And their skills, acumen, and handiness are thus benevolent. They kill the fattened and roaring lions, tigers, and wild boars with the might of their sharp weaponry, or even with the might of their own arms alone. With that kind of thousands of archers and with speediest chariot warriors, she that Ayodhya is filled with, and King Dasharatha made his abode in such a city. She that Ayodhya is encompassed with Vedic scholars who always worship the ritual fire by enkindling the three kinds of ritual fires continuously. Virtuous Brahmins, scholars in Vedas and their six ancillary subjects, and the other great souls that are in similitude with great saints, and who are just like sages that are charitable donors, and that abide by the truth. Thus, this is the fifth chapter in Balakanda of Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moolarama Vijayate. Sri Krishnarpanamastu.